Okay, are back in action. Are live. Hi. Don't think there's anybody here, but that is a-okay. Let's check some things here and then we will get started. Boop, 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 boop. Check my audio. Make sure everything sounds good. I think it does. I don't know how anybody else does their audio checks, but I do mind listening to my phone. So, ahead and get started. See that we are ready to play some ESO. I love how Jack Jackson. That makes me happy. Alright, so I took a break from ESO for about a year and a half. And then very recently, got back into it, but this time on PC. I have been playing since beta on the PlayStation. Then to see recently, because when I quit, I had done all the most of the achievements, the super hard vet trial ones, because some of those vet trials are just way too hard for my play level, for my skill set. But I'd done some of that trials. I'd done all the story. I had done a bunch of the achievements, and got to a point where it was nothing but just grinding. I got really bored and irritated with it, so I quit. Changed up my life a little bit, and now I am back. This time on PC. No other reason than I've learned the joys of PC and add-ons, and oh my god, I don't know how I ever lived without add-ons before. The one thing that I am incapable of, though, I still play on a controller. So here we go. Old habits die hard. I'm gonna start off by creating a new character. I've been sitting in idle too long. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to reload the game. We can do that though, really. Well, Fang. There we go. I don't know if that was really obnoxiously loud for you all, but it was very obnoxiously loud for me. Yes, like I said, we are going to create a new character. Starting over, beginning. You'll see I've got some characters that I've started. So we have Zombie Louver. She is a necromancer. She's one of the classes I never really got a chance to play much of, so I was like, alright, I'm gonna choose her for that. I've been playing with her with my fiance, and it's been a lot of fun. Then we have Keebler Doombringer. She's my High Elf Arcanist. Yeah, I'm really enjoying the Arcanist class. I think it's a lot of fun. Gotta have a Warden Healer. I loved healing. Healing is one of my favorite things to do. So we've got Dr. Feelgood. And then my PvP character. Gonna get you. A Handblade. But for tonight, create. Excuse me. Are going to go with a sorcerer. Gonna be a female. And I'm keeping everything on the Ebonheart pack currently because that's where most of the guilds that I've been involved in have been. Let's see. Also, while creating, I gotta make my character naked. eye view is typically thin. Let's see, their race. I was thinking of going high elf. They tend to be really good sorcerers. I also have dark elf as an option. That could be fun. I got one dark elf so far, one high elf. I think we're gonna go dark elf sorcerer. On the thin side. Make her as tall as she can be. Skin color. Let's see. I like them to have like a little bit of color to them. Thinking they're little. I know they're dark elves, but some of them are a little too dark for me. I think like this is nice. Not any body markings. Could make her all tatted out. Kind of fun. It feels appropriate for a sorcerer. Actually, I believe I have tattoo type thing that I can add on to her once we're in the game. So size. Let's see. No, titties. Gotta have titties. No way around that. Tiny. Arms down. Give her some hips though. Gotta give her that booty. Hey. Like that. Head type. This is the tricky part. Can the dark elf look good and not incredibly bitchy? Although part of me now thinking about it, like, do I make a crazy character instead? I do. Still stick sorcerer. Let's do guy. Open heart pack. Dark elf. We're gonna make him really thin. All his skin color. Hair. Or so. Make it scrawny. Face, no arm. Oh, but we give him like matte hands. I like playing games. I like all that. Soft and angular. This fits. No, like any adornments. Hairstyle is always. I like the idea of long hair. I don't know why. For sorcerer feels right. Something like that. Hair color. gray hair. Red feels orange feels really weird. Let's see. Not too terrible. Problem is it kind of limits your outfit colors. I'll just do straight black. Forehead slope, what we got? There. There you go. Go from that to plastic surgery. White. Eyes. Nice and long and thin. Sides. Neck, we're gonna. Ears, we're gonna. 10. Patient. Height. There. Good voice. That's too grunty. I think this might work. Eye color. Color would be suiting. It's beauty. All black, that'd be kind of fun. Black on black. Eyes a little bit. Oh. Lights. Have them more. Eyebrows. Eyebrows are always. This is where I wish we had mods for like text. How height looks. Depth. Shape. Good. How can I make her nose stick out? Terribly far. That looks pretty good. Now the most important thing. What shall she be? No, I want it to be kind of punny. Because, like, I've got Dr. Feelgood. I've got, Gonna Get You. I've got Zombie Louvert. Sorcerer. I've got the magic. Grease Lightning. Yes. Grease Lightning. Now I gotta double check that I got that spelling correct. Let's see. Yep, we're good. Okay. All right, everybody, I give you use lightning. See, I have played through the tutorial with a previous character. It's also a good way to get loot. Gold. Yeah, let's go ahead and start. You know what? No. We're gonna skip it. Ah, Grease Lightning's already in use. Bummer. Let's do. Got the magic. And it looks like that name's available, so we are good.
Fate needs you, Proxy.
Alright, so put me here in Necrom. Our things. Gonna be all magic. Start off with summon an unfamiliar. Mage's Fury. That looks like a good starting point. I probably have. There we go. Location. Okay. So I guess we are just going to go ahead and start off with Necrom storyline here. Started it on another character. Been sidetracked by learning how to crafting. So. Sure. Good. Got the magic.
Fate has noticed your talent for altering destiny. Reality hangs in the balance, as does the future of Apocrypha and Nern. Hence I bring a message from Hermaeus Mora, the one who knows. Mora offers you a purpose, an aspiration dark and heavy.
Purpose? What purpose?
We are bound together by a common danger. Enemies of Hermaeus Mora threaten his realm of oblivion, and in so doing pose a threat to the mortal world as well. Therefore Mora sent me to meet you here, and secure your cooperation.
What sort of cooperation?
Only a mortal proxy can deal with a threat and save both Apocrypha and Nern. The fates of both realms are linked, and you are the key to preserving reality. Without you, everything unravels. Help avert this disaster, and Mora will reward you.
All right, I'll help. Where do I start?
The one who knows instructed me to give you this, a condensate of planar potentialities. You will not understand.
It's ink.
It is ink. Take it to the Redrith cistern, a ruin near the city. Pour the ink into the water, and your path will be made clear.
Tell me about Hermaeus Mora.
Have you never heard of the Daedric Prince of Forbidden Knowledge?
I mean, I have, but...
The Lord of Fate. The riddle unsolved.
God, the magic has not.
Hermaeus Mora knows everything. He is the wisest of the Daedra. Every secret and all knowledge finds its way to Apocrypha in time.
is Apocrypha?
I am astonished how little the mortals of our tiny world comprehend. Apocrypha is the realm of Hermaeus Mora, his home and seat of power, one of the countless realms that drift through oblivion. Please, do not ask me about oblivion.
What do you know about these enemies that threaten Apocrypha?
They seem to be servants of other Daedric princes, rivals to the one who knows. The threads of fate that converge in this region should reveal more. That is the hope, at least. And we are not dealing with just simple cultists.
There are others. What others?
Someone sent the Dusksaber Company to seize relics belonging to Hermaeus Mora from their hiding places in Tamriel. Elite vampire mercenaries commonly employed by Telvanni mages. I expected the cultists. The Dusksabers were an unwelcome surprise.
What were they looking for?
Glyphics. Think of them as crystallized memories. Condensations of notional... I explain too much. I managed to protect Mora's glyphics, with some help. But our adversaries once again move against us.
Right, well, let us head on out. Now, like I said, I have done this since beta. Proof of that. Pets. I have an exotic. The Imagican Monkey. Playing in the beta for Eldest Fine. A monkey. There he is. Cute. Loved it. I didn't get to enjoy him on PlayStation. So, yeah, again, another bonus of Switch. Look at my monkey finally. Take pets off. Let's see. That's a nice pet. Oh. Costume. Kinda. Guess we're just gonna look like a black job for the time being, but that's okay. We need to set a mount. Got a horse. Got a couple of cats. Wolf. Ram. Heavyweights. Bear. Fur. Alright. Off we go on our adventure. Know how to dismount. Head this way. Their way shrine. Like how they've decorated all the way shrines for the anniversary event. That's a nice little touch. That's the town. West is this way. chat off for this character. Combat. I like that to always show. Oh.
You there. You look like a capable forager.
Are you?
I need some help. Can we talk? Thank the ancestors you stopped. Right. Well, I'm in a bit of a predicament here. I need to collect ingredients for a medicinal tincture, and I simply don't have time. I need someone to help.
Yeah, we can do that.
Ah, yes. I am Balva Bemis, retainer to Oathman Lero Rawlis of House Telvanni. Lero suffers from beastly headaches, and I'm making a tincture to address his malady. I need some hard-to-attain ingredients. If you aid me, I'll pay you well.
What are these ingredients?
I need the musk gland of a bull netch. I spotted some netch remains around Kemmel Z. Once you collect the ingredients, I'll make the necessary preparations at my workstation in Ald Isra. You know, getting the viscosity right and all that.
Let's tell me about these ingredients.
They're vital to the recipe. I don't want to bore you with the details, but the stinkhorn provides a binding catalyst, while the bullnetch musk gland balances the humors. They're very important. Yes, definitely.
Fungal blooms from the beetles.
They provide a nutty, hay-like flavor. Covers up the bitterness of the brew, you see.
Tell me about Oathman Lara.
He's a very demanding individual, even at the best of times. Commands with an iron fist, you know. And when these headaches strike, he is positively tyrannical.
This tincture. All those headaches?
Yes, yes. I think it will address his malady fully. I mean, I hope so. He's terrible when he's like this.
Well, we would find. But first, we have to meet with Esmora. Going to the cistern. I've got some add-ons already to help me out with like getting essentially I can craft on my crafter. At some point this character will get approved in crafting, so you can help me out with that during the anniversary of it. Another person. Hi.
I can't believe she just threw me out. Please, I have no one else I can turn to. I need help. I worked as a servant in the towers of Tel Drelloth. Nathan, the son of Mistress Drelloth, is being kept prisoner there. At least, I think he must be.
Why do you think?
Nathan and I had plans to leave Tel Drelloth together. Someone must have found out, because the day we planned to leave, I was dismissed from my position. Mistress Drelloth, or Sethiel, I suppose, pushed me out without a chance to see Nathan.
It's terrible.
She's holding him against his will. He'll be in the isolation tower. The only access is through the lab in the caverns that run underneath. There's a key in the top floor of the main tower. Please, can you help me? I'll pay for your assistance.
I'll help you get the keys. Nathan?
Thank the eight you came along. I had no idea how I would do this on my own. I know Sethiel would just throw me out again, but Nathan is my whole world. I can't possibly leave Tel Drelloth without him. The first step is finding that key.
Hey. Well, I have some questions.
You know, it's been so long since I spoke to another outsider. I didn't think I'd miss it so much.
I can't escape on his
I say
own.
this with love, but Nathan's not a fighter. He's lived a sheltered life, and Sethiel is a very skilled mage. But he wouldn't fight his mother anyway. Until he met me, he seemed content with heeding Sethiel's every word.
Focused on Keebs.
I wish I knew. If she were any other Telvanni master, I guess she didn't want her son settling for some lowborn servant girl. But nothing like that ever seemed to matter to Sethiel. She was far more focused on her research than her rank anyway.
Exactly is she
From what I
researching?
understand, she's trying to cure the Nahatan flu. It took the life of her husband many years
Terrible
ago,
flu.
when Nathan was just a baby. I'm sure that's why she's so protective of her son, but it's no way to let him live.
Keeping him in some isolation tower.
I heard Sethiel used to keep test subjects in the isolation tower. If she's keeping him anywhere, I imagine it has to be there. He spends most of his time on the balcony of the main tower, but he hasn't been out there at all since I left.
Thanks together if you were planning to leave.
Would it matter? Nathan deserves to make his own choices, regardless of his mother's wishes. And if she really felt that way, why wouldn't she just make her feelings known instead of throwing me out? I wasn't trying to steal him from her.
How did you end up at Dreleth?
I used to ask myself that question every day. It all happened so fast. I had a big family in Cropsford. We fled east from Cyrodiil when the Three Banners War began.
Oxford.
By the time I made it here, I'd lost everyone. I was on my own.
Sethiel hired you on?
She gave me lodging and fair wages, too. She was kind to me, in her way. I used to think it was out of some goodness of her heart that she took me in. After she dismissed me, I was left wondering if she even has a heart.
Say when she dismissed you.
Very little, actually. It's not what she said, rather... While packing, I found a note in my belongings, signed by Nathan, full of hurtful things. Things I know he would never say to me.
Tasty thinks Sethiel wrote the note pretending to be Nathan?
I'm certain of it. I know Nathan's handwriting, and more than that, I know his heart. He'd never say such cruel things to me. And the fact that Sethiel made up those lies hurts me even more.
Tell me about you and Nathan.
Isn't how we met? It's a bit of a silly story. I have a habit of whistling while I work. Songs from back home to keep my mind busy. One day, when I was working in the garden, I heard it. Chords of Chim El Adabal, coming from the balcony above me.
Playing it for you?
He'd never even heard it before. He learned it on the lute just from listening to me. He would play, and I began to sing again. It was like Nathan gave me my voice back. And I could think of home again in a way that felt like healing.
What happened after that?
Nathan started dropping notes for me in the garden. He folded them so beautifully to look like flowers. He'd make up excuses to send for me. We'd stay up all night talking or reading. It took a long time for either of us to admit our feelings.
Admitted them
I did.
first.
I'd suggested that Sethiel was being a little overprotective of him. We were almost arguing about it when I just admitted that I'd fallen in love with him. But I didn't know if I wanted to stay at Tel Dreloth forever like Sethiel.
When did you decide to leave there?
Only recently. That was Nathan's idea. After losing my family, I sought safety and found it in Tel Dreloth. But over time, we both realized life is too short. Too precious to spend it stuck in just one place. We decided we wanted to see the world.
Well. Still, though? Just first. And I'm gonna help you out. Heading on. Redress in Cistern. Can't say that word. A little aardvark looking creature. Love these things. So goofy. Oh. I got my bear. Arr. Go. This way. Path. Die. Path. path now. There was a path up. Backpack. Turn on auto loot. That's one thing that I always find annoying. Here we go. Auto loot on. Oh, it's so much better. We found a sky shard. Hell yeah. Sky shards are important. Leveling up. Got a long way to go on this character for that. Cat name. Instruction staff is what we want to be carrying around. They're better because they're medium. Eventually want. Already a mix of medium, heavy, and sting. Back to light. Groceries. Or the ink. Go Hermes Mora.
Step forth, mortal. Know that you stand in the presence of Hermes Mora. We must converse.
Mode there is. Yeah, we'll make first screenshot. How do I screenshot on this? Time to figure that out. Let's see. How to that? You know what? What I'll do. So hard to position yourself. Let's try. Did that do anything? Aha! That is how you do it. Alright, just learned how to screenshot. Dr. Hermes Mora.
Merivale has done well, and brought fate's chosen into my unrelenting gaze. All other outcomes are now excluded. From this moment, fate's ever-branching tree begins to grow again. And with it, new possibilities emerge.
What's this all about?
It concerns beginnings and endings, secrets too dangerous to reveal, and the stability of the threads of fate. Hidden rivals threaten my realm, and thereby threaten all of reality. If they succeed, fate will unravel and doom both our worlds.
Laramil calls you the one who died from.
I am the golden eye of fate and the keeper of whispers. Knowledge and memory are my domains. How this threat eludes me, I do not know. But you are the key to preserving Apocrypha. I have foreseen it, and in doing so, you shall save the mortal realm.
Sure does have a lot of tentacles, like eyeballs floating around him. I save Apocrypha and Nern.
Will guide you, as she can perceive the threads of fate without undue mental anguish. They converge in 3 locations, places of revelation. Meet her in the Necrom bindery, in the mortal city of the same name. Now, let us seal our covenant.
Covenant? How?
The 3 glyphics before you contain the concepts necessary to create a contract to bind us. I submit to this as a promise of cooperation. You may serve as my proxy without fear of harming your own interests. Now, take the glyphics. Combine them.
More about Apocrypha and its
Do
connection
you
to
know
Nern.
so little, mortal? Apocrypha is my domain. A plane of oblivion I have shaped to my needs. And this plane, the mortal realm, some refer to it as Nern. As for the connection, just know that if Apocrypha falls, Nern will cease to exist.
What exactly are you?
The scholars and mystics of your world call me a Daedric Prince.
One of the better
What you
ones.
see is only an aspect of my true self, for the mortal mind cannot contain the whole of me. This form suffices. Your mind must remain intact for you to be of use to fate.
What do you know about the enemy? Apocrypha.
Precious little. They are shadows that vanish under my scrutiny. Obscure figures that somehow hide from my gaze. It is disconcerting. Never have I been so blind.
How do you know? It's Apocrypha and Nern.
Every possible fate unfolds before me. They all lead to an event I thought erased from chance eons ago. If this course isn't altered, Apocrypha falls, reality unravels, and Nern is destroyed. This enemy eludes me, but you are my secret advantage.
Imagine all events of all time that could ever possibly be and how much madness that would bring you. And determine who they are. How can
That
I?
is the reason fate chose you. Your instinctual ability to succeed no matter the obstacles placed before you, no matter the odds. Follow the threads I selected for Laramil. See where they lead. That is the key to saving both our realms.
Not sure I want to sign a
It is
contract.
for your peace of mind, mortal. I offer to bind myself, to give you the power to constrain my actions, so so that you may trust me. The contract also marks you as my proxy. That could prove beneficial in some places you must travel.
All right. This thing I gotta sign. Select me. Some interesting effects. Contract with her. This will mark it.
Fate takes many paths, mortal. Find Laramil in Necrom, and choose wisely.
All right. So he wants us to go find Laramil. We also have other quests on our plate so far. Which head over. In tight. Right. Or we could head back to the city. That go the other route. Decision. Just kind of want to like, I don't know, grab down by those and just, it's like a swing. I just want to be in a swing. Eldreloth discovered. Happening here. Ouch. Ouch. Might as well pick up one while I'm here. Go in somewhere. Probably around this way. That must be the balcony. He would toss notes down. Garden here. Some wheat.
There's the main tower. And you can see the isolation tower to the north there.
Added up there. Added over. Hard to tell.
They're not like the towers back home. But they're
Grapes.
beautiful in their own way.
Person, talk to you. Give two shits about me. History of House Tildani. Pause if you pause it later when come back to it. book is pretty long. Bonnie has a great history. They're a big fan of slaves, though. Got around box and a dresser. All right. Barrel.
Good. Nobody's noticed us so far.
Has no notes. What's a little kid's book? Used for undead necromancy slaves. Apocalypse comes when they rise from their graves. Our vampire ready to drill ya, because she's got a case of porphyric hemophilia. Oh, that's good. I love the books in this game. Some of them are quite good. Rope. Box. Deck. There are so many ESO books. I have a couple of bound ESO. Pretty cool. Lockpick, that'll come in handy. Go. Yes. I love the frame. Like driftwood seats. Like mushroom candles. Are very close to me, lady. Why are you standing so close? I know you miss your man, but I am not a replacement. Box. Deck of books. Circles. So, up for chambers.
The key is in that chest. It's a spare for when the researchers misplace theirs.
The chest in first.
Got it? Let's speak for a moment.
Busy. Grapes. Always use grapes. Lots of recipes call for grapes. Arrow. Dresser. Our sack. Alright, guess we can talk.
All right, we have the key. This is going better than I thought it would. And it's strange. Everything looks so different in here without the wards. It all feels so empty.
Wards? What
Nathan's
wards?
protective wards. You know, Sathiel's magic barriers that kept Nathan's half of the tower in isolation. I couldn't cross them at all. They certainly made tidying up a bit of a trial. I mentioned the wards before, didn't I?
Did not.
Sorry. I guess I've been here so long it's become normal to me. Sathiel said the outside world would kill Nathan. and she was working on a cure. But as far as I know, she and her husband were trying to cure the Nahaten flu.
Husband?
He died years ago, when Nathan was just a baby, from the disease they were trying to cure. Cecile must be sheltering Nathan for fear of losing him, too. She's doing it out of love. That I can understand. But that doesn't make it right.
Now that we have the key, how do we get to Nathan? I love it when there's spelling errors. With a team as big as theirs, they still mess up. How do we get to?
We'll take the portal pad to the cellar. Then the key will get us into the labs. From there, it's just making our way through the caverns to the isolation tower. As long as we don't cross Cecile, the others will be too busy to stop us.
What happens if we run into Cecile?
Good question. I've never known her to be particularly combative, but if Nathan's wards were any indication, she does wield very powerful magic. Which she may use to escort us out.
Good news, I am a baby at my magic, so we'll be fine. What about the researchers? Will they try to stop us?
Nathan's well-being is a family affair, and the researchers are far more focused on their work. They're tasked with observing their subjects for the slightest changes, so they won't keep their eyes on us for long, anyway.
Subjects?
Test subjects for her experiments. Animals, as far as I know. Some of the experiments are rather grisly. I kept away from the lab for that exact reason. I've heard some of these Telvanni use slaves for such things, but Cethile's not like that.
Some of the Telvanni do. Has Mistress Drella tested any of these cures on Nathan?
No, and that's exactly what worries me. She's tested no cures on him because there's nothing to cure. He's not sick. She just wants control. Poor Nathan. His mother loves him, but it's almost like she's the one with the sickness.
That's sad. Okay. So we go through this little thing.
I don't think I've
See.
ever seen it this empty down here.
Barrel.
Where is
Another
everyone?
dresser. Our puny allies. Oh, Rigert. Rigert is awesome. There's all the loot. Lame. Things to claim for myself. Books. Alright, to the caverns. Let's get some.
Wait. What are these subjects doing out of containment?
Nasty looking wolves. Let's bring up my little monkey. Back up our camera here. We're just way up in the business. And we finally got the skill line for the destruction staff. Hell yeah. Start leveling that up. I don't know how people do this with keyboard. I would die without my controller. Or if I learned on keyboard first, that'd be different. My PlayStation account. These creatures, I have mounts that look like them. That's one bummer, is that everything that I have on PlayStation can't transfer over. These are things like I actually,
Why are they like this?
the bummer.
What has Cecile done to them?
But it is what it is. So. Alright, die. Die, little wolfy boys, die. Yeah. All that. Some good experience here. Guess I'm just spamming the same skill over and over again. Level 4. I'll take some pants. Some magicka. I'll put a skill point. Our destruction. Nice little wall of elements there. Yeah. Eventually we'll come back and get force shock too. Probably equip our new pants. Feet. Really need it, but we'll put it on anyways for now so we get something better. Continue on. I should probably put on personality. Collect. Personality. I'm a big fan of the Jester personality. I think it suits me. Da, 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 da. What? Nothing's popping up on my mic anyways, so go ahead, go scream real quick.
Stupid nigger!
Okay, that picked up.
Yeah, see it.
Yeah. You didn't have to scream that. You could have just done your little. Put that down. What is a rotation, anyways? Oh. Get back here. Oh, oh poison.
There. Are those research notes?
One part about having a baby too is all
Maybe
of
there's
the
something here
leveling
that
up you do
explains
so
what
quick.
happened.
Especially right now because the XP event's going on. I will read those notes. Element spore sample number 1105. Shiesty here. Lie. I don't think she wrote that.
What's that? It looks like a letter. What did you find? Anything that explains what's happened?
Well, I found Cecile Drellis research notes. I also found a letter. Did you write this?
Let me see. No, I'd never write such a thing. Did Cecile write this? Does she really think this sounds like me? What did the research notes say?
Cecile is testing some sort of cure and has notes on some toxic spore interfering with her wards.
Spores? The researchers spoke of those. Little seeds on the air, invisible to the eye like flu or fever. I think that's how molds and mushrooms make more of themselves. Delman spore sample. Delman. Delman? What is that? It sounds like a name.
It means?
It sounds familiar. I just can't place where I've heard it before. She mentions these toxic spores interfering with wards. Does that mean Nathan's wards? If these spores reach the isolation tower, he could be in danger.
Let's keep moving and see if we can find Nathan. I can figure out where I need to go. Oh, oh, deadly mushroom. This is why I like this personality so much. So you got the little like sass walk, got the like I'm coming to get you walk, got the full on creepy walk, and then the joyous run.
No, the observation outpost. What happened? Where is everyone?
Hey, damn mushrooms. There's another one. I should just stay away from. Keep coming up this way. Back. Ata? H2O? Ata's good. Two of them. I didn't even realize that. They split themselves? Barrel. Right, it's continuing on. He's screaming. He's such a chicken shit. Let's see. Walking up. Why do you think I'm standing my fire? Yeah, it's better. Get in this shit. Search the caverns. Hey, there's a person.
Thank the 8 you're all right.
Daisha,
Sound great.
stranger, you shouldn't be here. Too dangerous. Go no further.
Happened. Going to be alright?
Spores nearly killed me. Barely exposed. Natural immunity. I will live. Heard shouting, then screaming. Everyone came running. Big mistake. Subject spores. Too strong. Wanted to escape.
Happened. Where's the subject now?
Mistress Dreloth. She coaxed him back to isolation. Delman, too strong. Stronger than I've ever seen.
Or what is Delman?
Delman. Mistress Dreloth's greatest experiment. The cure. The affliction. Delman did this. Trouble breathing. Barely survived. The other researchers, not so lucky. Too late for them. Go no further. You could be killed.
Well, be careful. Just rest now. You're going to completely ignore your warning and continue on. Because why would we listen to somebody who clearly has encountered whatever it is that we're about to encounter? Doesn't make any sense. Only like they can't breathe because of whatever it is that they encountered. Aw, poor afflicted researcher. You have robes on. Oh. Robes. Those. Apples. Bow. Guess we should continue running on. Oh, you guys look like you're enjoying yourselves. Dungeon Marauder. Oh, the sack's empty that you were gnawing on. Sad. Eat it all before we could get to it. Oh, we found a door. Barrel. Let's talk to Dacia.
I'm glad Tunche is all right, but he's just given us more questions than answers. I know he's one of her most trusted assistants, but if this Delman is one of Sathiel's experiments, how does Tunche not blame her for what happened here?
Still don't understand exactly who or what Delman is.
I know.
Natural.
Fetch it all. I just wish I could remember where I've heard it before. Delman.
Shit. Oh shit. I didn't mean to hit her.
Is it possible Nathan said something about it?
No, that's just the trouble. If Nathan had said or written it, I'd probably remember it exactly. Delman. It's on the tip of my tongue. Where did Tunche say Sathiel took the subject again?
Said she coaxed him back to isolation.
That must mean the isolation tower, where Nathan is. Let's keep going. I don't know what we're going to do, but Sathiel needs to be stopped.
I'm ready. Let's keep moving. Oh, we need to search caverns more. Guess we should have spoke to you earlier. Right, so we're gonna head on down.
Please. No.
Search caverns. Have to kill you guys again?
Wait. Do you feel that? It's like we're being watched.
I've tolerated this incursion long enough.
There it is. Hi, Sathiel.
Whoever you are, you've fallen for Dacia's fanciful tale. And now you're enabling her dangerous obsession with my son. Nathan made his feelings for Dacia perfectly clear in the letter he wrote. Or was that vital piece of information kept from you? So what if I did? They'd both do well to believe it. They can never be together, do you hear me? Never! Leave this place! Forget all that you've seen, or you'll end up worse than Tunche.
What did you do, Nathan? Does it have something to do with Delman?
Delman? Where did you hear this name, Delman?
Well, we found your research. Tunche said Delman was responsible for what happened in the lab.
Ah, I see. So your
Bitch.
half-informed mind proves far more dangerous than an uninformed one. You cannot help. Leave this place or I will do everything in my remaining power to stop you.
Not leaving until we find Nathan. Alright, talk to Dacia again.
Delman was her husband. That's right. I must have heard it from her once, long ago when she first brought me on. He died from the Nahatan flu. The thing she's trying to cure. I've never seen her like this before.
Well, if Delman has been dead for so long, how could he be responsible for what happened in the lab?
I don't know. Has she gone mad? Was she always this way? If so, she's been hiding it, and I can't blame her. If she were carted off to Gorn, she'd be parted from Nathan. The thought of it probably only made things worse for her.
Are you sure you want to keep going?
If you mean to heed Cethiel's words and leave, then I'll have to go on alone. Nathan is my whole world. I'm not leaving without him.
There's some love there, I guess. Well, I'm with you. Let's keep going and find Nathan. Now, can we enter this door? It looks like we can. Let's go. A little happy butt up here.
If you won't listen to me, perhaps my guardian will compel you to turn back.
I need to block more. Doesn't do much for me. I need a way to heal myself. That's what I need.
You cannot fight Danger. This is your last chance.
Nope, 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 nope. Back to my little monkey man. Okay, finally we can head through this door. Let's go. Here. Little shack. Can I stack a book very well? In case it's really wanted to. Okay. Up we go. Drunk. Oops.
Dacia, turn back, or you may never leave this tower again.
Just determined to keep away.
If you won't listen to me, perhaps my guardian will compel you to turn back.
Inventory. Another ring. Not using any stamina, but you know, it is. Else? Here we go. That sack. Oh, look at this. Dude in a bubble. Bubble boy. Got an interesting collection. Oh, I learned enchanting. Bye. Yes. Figure out how to talk to Nathan. If I talk to you.
Dacia, stay back. I tried to escape, but she was right. My mother was right about everything.
Nathan, what are you talking about? We're here to rescue you.
Aw. Lovers. Held apart by a bubble. See what the deal
Stay
is.
back from the ward. Mother says it's already in a weakened state due to the strength of my affliction. I don't recognize you, stranger. What are you doing with Daisha?
Hired me to come rescue you.
Rescue? Then she really does love me? There was this note, you see. I was certain it was fake, but then I saw you and, well, I started to wonder. But I cannot leave. If you came through the caverns, you must have seen what I'm capable of.
That was you. She said that Delman was responsible for what happened.
My father, yes. The affliction my mother gave me. She named it after him. I didn't know until I tried escaping. The wards were never for my protection. They kept others safe from me. If I had left with Daisha when we planned, she'd be dead.
What's a Thiel afflict you with?
A living cure. A symbiote that protects its host from toxic spores. I would not be alive without it, and it would not thrive without me. All these years, she really has been trying to cure me so I might live a normal life.
Your mom's not crazy.
Why did I ever doubt her?
Where's your mother now?
So now you know the truth.
Mother, I've never seen her like this before.
Thiel?
I'd kept this secret from Nathan his whole life. That he might not grow up knowing he was a monster of my own making. That he might keep his will to live while I sought a cure. After all, I gave him the Nahatan flu and cured him of that too.
Infected your son with a hot and flu?
Delmin and I were trying to save the world. A promising fungal spore sample was on its way from Black Marsh when Delmin caught the very thing we were trying to cure. And I lost him. I had to know if the spores would have saved him. And now I know.
So why don't the spores affect you?
Nathan came from me. I am enough of him that the fungal symbiote does not register me as a separate entity, and therefore not a threat to its host. That is when I named it. Delman Mycota. Pure, like love. That would be with us always.
Couldn't you have told Dacia about Nathan's condition?
The truth is a poor cure for love. I did not want Dacia to share my fate of being shackled to Teldrelloth by her own heartstrings. So I tried to drive her away. But since hers is a love that clearly cannot be cured, I have devised a choice for her.
What choice?
If Dacia is willing, I can safely inoculate her with the same spores I used on Nathan. She will share his affliction and his confinement. But they will be together, and she will want for nothing, except perhaps her freedom.
And what if she doesn't want that?
Then she can make herself useful and help me find a cure. I'll hire her on again. I need someone dependable to procure rare ingredients to keep testing possible cures for Delman Mycota. Perhaps someday she can be one of my researchers.
Are you confident you can find a cure for Nathan?
I've been studying Delman Mycota for over 20 years. If anyone can find a cure, it's me. I'm not about to abandon my life's most important work. There has to be something that can eradicate the fungus once it's disposed of the Nahatan flu.
Dacia, Are you going to carry out experiments on her?
What does it matter if she and Nathan are able to live out their days together? I'd only prioritize curing her. But I am a researcher. I am not above recognizing the benefit of additional subjects with which to compare results.
All your researchers are dead except one. Is anyone going to hold you accountable for that?
My researchers signed on with me because of my area of study. They knew the dangers of Delman Mycota as well as its potential. All that space in the labs was necessary for safe experimentation. I regret their loss, but they knew the risks.
It seems her deaths could have been avoided if you had told Nathan or Dacia the truth.
Or if I had time to think of a more believable lie to tell the both of them. I knew they had been meeting for quite some
The
time.
Telvanni are so twisted.
When I overheard their plans to run away together, I had to act quickly, or else risk Dacia's certain death.
How they felt about each other.
Of course I did. I was glad for it at first. Dacia brought Nathan happiness. If only they could have remained content being in love, with the wards up between them. It was only when they doubted me that things got dangerous. And now, here we are.
I don't understand. How does Delman Mycota work?
I suppose my research notes wouldn't give you the whole picture, would they? Toonshay, one of my most devoted researchers, discovered it in a pool of brackish water deep within Black Marsh. Its capture and transport was quite the undertaking.
Said it was a symbiote. How does that work?
When bonded inside the lungs of its host, Delman mycota passively produces spores toxic to almost all non-fungal life, as you saw in the caverns. It seems to eradicate anything that might threaten the life of its host, including the Nahatan flu.
How does it find new hosts?
It is sensitive to smoke, a herald of fire, which causes it to release reproducing spores in anticipation of finding a new host. These are the spores we would use to inoculate Daisha, if that is what she chooses.
The spores won't be harmful to one another if they're both inoculated?
Correct. Somehow, Delman mycota recognizes itself, and of course doesn't see itself as a threat. Argonians like Toonshay are a different case, but only barely. Their natural resistance to toxins very nearly meets its match with Delman mycota.
Well, time to talk to the lovers. Then what do you think?
Daisha, join me on this side of the ward? But she be afflicted forever, or until we find a cure. We always talked of leaving Teldrellof and traveling Tamriel together. Could she really be happy staying here? With me?
Nathan and I could finally be together. But the way to do so means becoming his mother's experiment. But I'd be safe, provided for. I'd get to dance and sing every day with the one I love. Some would kill for such a gentle life.
You could consider Sophiel's other option, or you could just leave.
Is there?
Leaving
Is
is
it
a
there?
option for me. My heart is Nathan's and his is mine. If I don't give up my freedom, I can help Sothiel find a cure. I'd get to see the world like I always wanted, but I'd be in her service. And I'd be alone.
Really give up your freedom? Guarantee you'll find a cure.
Life offers no guarantee of love either. But I found that, didn't I? I don't see it as giving up my freedom. I see it as a choice of how I get to show my love. But my heart is split. If you were in my place, which would you choose?
Well, let's be honest here. It really sounds like you've already made up your mind. I think I would stay with the one I love and wait here.
If my freedom is the price of being with Nathan, then I'll pay it. To be with my love is better than having to wander the world alone. Thank you for keeping me safe, and helping me see the best choice, stranger. Here's your reward.
You're staying?
Level
Truly?
5.
Are you sure, Daisha?
I fought this hard just to get to you. Of course I'm staying.
Daisha has chosen to make her home at Teldrellof. She brings Nathan a comfort I could never hope to give him. I will make sure to show her how thankful I am for that.
What are you gonna do now?
I'll say goodbye to Nathan. His affliction doesn't affect me because of our shared blood, but I don't have the same connection with Daisha. Her spores would kill me. I'll inoculate Daisha and return to my work.
Are you gonna hire more researchers?
I'll have to, won't I? And Toonshay will help me, as he's always done. I pay well, and the world is in no shortage of those who lost loved ones to the Nahatan flu. I don't anticipate any trouble in finding more help.
Nathan, what do you
God,
got to say?
I've chosen to stay. How did I end up so lucky to have someone like her find me?
What are you gonna do now?
Kinda 3. She's going to be here. In here. With me. I've never had that before. What do I do? I need to tidy up. Look presentable. Make sure she's going to be comfortable. So much to do.
Good luck, bud. See you, Daisha.
Finally a place to call home again. Thank you for helping me see the right decision.
What are you gonna do now? I'm almost
I
done.
think
Huh?
I'll take one more walk around the grounds before
One.
I join Nathan. It'll be my last moment alone for quite some time, and I want to spare some thoughts for my family. I think they'd be happy I found my true love.
Daisha, good luck. That's session. Set my skills. Force shock. Find that there. Fine. Here. Right. So much. Join in. Appreciate